Please give us your name and address.
I'm Robert Taylor. I live at 1735 Blackwood Drive, Knoxville, 37923. Growing up in the 70s and 80s and attending Knox County schools for the majority of those years, I remember what it was like to be bullied and vividly recall witnessing similar experience on the part of many of my childhood friends. While black eyes and stolen lunch money on the playground may now be recalled as little more than nostalgic memories of a bygone era in public education, they are certainly not ones which I would wish upon my children or anyone else's. So 30 years later, and now as a Knox County Schools parent, I should be relieved that Knox County Schools has since implemented an official anti-bullying policy currently in place and revised as recently as November 2013. Unfortunately, it remains clearly evident that bullying is alive and well in this school system, directed squarely at our frontline staff, and apparently institutionalized as a matter of policy from the highest offices of this system's leadership. And while the bullies of my childhood created fear based on the threat of physical pain, this bullying creates a more insidious type of fear, a fear based upon the loss of one's career and the ability to support oneself and one's family, created by a surreptitious process of manipulation that has cut short the professional careers of many dedicated and experienced educators in this county. Although a different kind of bullying, this process includes clear traits and patterns of behavior indicative of a classic bullying scenario, used to establish control and power over others. What does it look like in our school system today? A bully creates fear. This cloud of fear under which our educators have labored over the past years continues to be plainly evident, especially to those of us who have experienced it firsthand. The current and widespread view among our educators appears to be that speaking at or even attending a Board of Education meeting for any reason other than to support the superintendent's agenda is tantamount to career suicide. The recent and much publicized non-renewal without reason of a talented, dedicated, and beloved kindergarten teacher, thought by many to have been made an example of after publicly expressing concerns about SAT-10 testing, appears to have only reinforced that view. A bully creates an atmosphere of shame and guilt. It is constantly communicated to our teachers that they are the problem, being arbitrarily ranked, numerically rated, and ultimately held responsible for factors outside their control, creating corrosive feelings of inadequacy and frustration. A bully sets impossible expectations and frequently changes those expectations. This constant disruptive change and inconsistency sets up our teachers to fail. Additionally, our teachers may have their roles, responsibilities, or assignments altered, their positions eliminated, or, as we have seen, have their contracts non-renewed without cause or notice. Furthermore, a bully engages in diversion and withholds information, relying on buzzwords, scripted talking points, and public relations spin to dodge issues or avoid answering potentially difficult questions in an upfront and honest manner. One can only listen to how rigorous or robust a new initiative promises to be for so long without demanding an honest and concrete assessment of its financial cost and impact. Despite the hard sell, we still don't know the actual cost of the balanced calendar proposal, the amount of money spent on testing and assessment, the financial impact of unprecedented teacher turnover within this district, or the true cost and numbers of, or even the true definition of, central office staff. In addition, our superintendent's acceptance of grants from the Broad Center in particular, which requires matching taxpayer monies far in excess of its original amount, has been less than forthright and anything but above board. Is there any wonder why there are trust issues between Knox County Schools leadership and the County Commission and other elected officials? Or why our school system's leadership has proven wholly ineffective in creating community buy-in and support for additional school funding? Finally, bullies require enablers. Bullying cannot exist in a setting in which it is not tolerated. For too long, a complicit local media and a well-oiled PR machine has left much of our community unaware of what is being done in Knox County schools in the name of education reform. Fortunately, this has been changing. Community members are becoming politically active in regards to local education issues, and the local media have started asking questions. In addition, I commend many members of this current Board of Education for staying informed about issues impacting our kids and being diligent in their fiduciary duties to the students and constituents in the districts they represent. In spite of this progress, however, and in the face of continued whitewashing and PR spin about improving teacher morale, the manner in which our children's teachers, and by extension their students, continue to be treated under the current administration of KCS is nothing less than shameful, and it simply has to stop. It is my grave concern, however, that it will not stop, not until our school system's biggest bully is finally sent packing to a different playground, hopefully located very far away from where my children grow and learn, to implement his vision of excellence. Thank you.